Welcome to Open World Survival Podcast, episode 16. I see KevDirect nodding in approval. Did you recognize that console startup sound?
I did. I'm not going to spoil it. I want to see if anybody else recognized it.
I know you had one.
I have one.
Oh, still, that's true.
Ooh.
I
I don't know that I'm going to take a guess, but I don't think I've ever really played one for any length of time. Is it Dreamcast?
It is the Sega Dreamcast. I'd never heard this. I'd only ever played a Dreamcast in the PX, where you could go into the game store, the computer store, and play a Dreamcast. So I'd never heard this. I liked it. Good vibe to that. One of those early console startup sounds. But yes, that was the Sega Dreamcast. I'm Dom with Kev, Pat, Mystic, and Godpile. This is Open World Survival Podcast. And I feel like we didn't hit enough controversial topics on the last episode. Just politics, religion, Rocket League. So this episode is as well going to revolve around somewhat of a controversial topic. And I have a story to segue us into it. If you notice here, there is a draft board up. I mean, I'm sure, well, I guess if you clicked on this, you already know the title of this video, so you know what this draft is. But the topic of sexual orientation. Let me just say, we accept everyone here, as far as I know. Like, I mean, my wife used to always make fun of me because she had a ton of gay friends when we lived outside the States, and I couldn't tell any of them were gay. And she would be like,
Really?
Ooh.
she'd be telling me a story like, oh, so-and-so and so-and-so went out. And I was like, they're gay? And she'd be like, babe, flamboyantly so. How can you not tell? You have no, she would say gaydar. And I'd be like, yeah, my homometer is on the fritz, but
So
It was a language.
A language barrier.
is this a language accent type thing? Like, why couldn't you sense it?
Looking back, it was quite obvious, but I did not want to assume.
Okay.
And she would always say I missed some like unspoken things about the language back then. Like, I was talking to a police officer once, and she was like, you can't say that way. That is so rude. And I was like, that was rude? What are you talking about? And so I was like, anyway, last week I was in the office. We were preparing for a big event, the second big event of the week, separate office. I'm in two offices, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know how some of my coworkers got on this topic, but one of my female coworkers mentioned, oh yeah, my husband will never drink from a straw in public, which I thought was odd. And two of my other female coworkers immediately jumped in and said, yeah, mine either. And I was like, I turned around with like a dumbfounded look on my face, and I was like, huh? And one of them was like, he says it's gay. And these are all good old boys. Pat mentioned on the last episode, we're all born and raised in the South. We're all good old boys. Much like Aziz Ansari, South Carolina native, we're all good old boys. But I'd never heard this, a straw. And so, just being me, I started asking some follow-up questions, doing a little survey. So I was like, oh, so if they won't drink from a straw in public because it's gay, are there things they won't eat in public? Because to me, a straw is not a very good approximation of a erect penis.
You got some issues. It's like you need some like medication.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's chill out. You guys don't know what foods I picked, so let's chill out.
So, first food that came to mind, I asked, what about a hot dog? Will your husband eat a hot dog in public? And the answers varied. And this is why it got interesting to me. And it gets more interesting. So, one of them was a hard no. One of them was a, oh, well, he loves a ballpark dog and beer combo. And another one answered they did not know. So all 3 husbands were against straws. When it came to glizzies, it was 1 yes, 1 no, 1 unknown. So
How
then
is it unknown? That is, you're married to this person. How do you not know if they eat a
Yeah.
hot dog in public?
Stupid
I
shit.
actually, I don't think the answer was I don't know. I think she said she'd never seen him eat one in public, but doesn't know if he would. So I guess that leans more toward no.
Yeah, that's probably a no then.
Beyond hot dog, I was pushing the envelope. I was like, what about corn dog? Because I was at a festival this time last year. This year's version of that festival is coming up later this month. I'll be there again, I think, for work. And last year at this festival, there was a Korean corn dog cart.
Oh, okay.
I'd never had a Korean corn dog. I wanted to enjoy the novelty.
Oh, yeah.
Line was incredibly long. It was 1 in the afternoon, 90-something degrees. I was hungry. Line was too long. I was like, I'm not doing that. There's a regular corn dog cart right there. I love a corn dog. So I go get 2 corn dogs. And these are big dogs. Like these are like the Liam Neeson of corn dogs.
Ooh.
Okay. And I enjoy my corn
Yeah.
dogs. I thought nothing of it. I eat anything and everything in public, and I've never worried about looking gay. I've worried about looking like a fat piece of shit, but I've never worried about looking gay. So,
Yeah.
I kind of have a follow-up story to this, but yeah, go ahead.
so the corn dog answers were especially interesting. One person was a hard no. It's the same one who was a hard no for the hot dog. One person was again, they don't think so. And then the third person said, I think he would, but he'd remove the stick. Which, to me, objectively,
That's gayer.
that makes it worse.
Gayer. That's going from this. That's going from this to that. That is beyond gay.
And there's not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, if you take the stick off, you gotta bare hand this corn glizz, and it's like,
I mean, maybe they're using knife and fork at that point.
Ooh,
I don't know about that. But
Seinfeld.
all I could think about was if I'd done that and I'd gotten those 2 giant festival corn dogs, I would have been like,
Double fisting.
yeah. So, and then I got onto some other foods, but I don't want to throw too many options out there because you've seen the title of this video. I'll go ahead and reveal this is our original title was Food Shaped Like Dick's Draft, but the Phallic Foods Draft just rolls off the tongue much better. That conversation with my coworkers got me thinking about a classic scene from the movie Superbad, in which one of the main characters, Seth, has an obsession and a compulsion to draw dicks as a child, and the quote, "Do you know how many foods are shaped like dicks? The best kinds." So that quote came to my mind, and I was like, let's draft our favorite foods that are phallic shaped. So here we are, gentlemen. Godfall, you had a side to get to before we get to this.
Yes, similar, except it's a woman. My last job in the office, I don't remember if there was a food truck. I don't remember the situation, but casual conversation. I'm sitting there at my desk, and yeah, I don't remember what food it was, but it was it's like, oh, did you get a blah blah blah? I don't know. I don't even know what it could have been. But and she just shook her head kind of in a way that was kind of weird. And I was just like, oh, okay. You don't like those? And she's like, well, no, they're fine. It's just, I'm not going to eat one at work kind of a thing. And it was just like,
Probably sent to HR.
okay.
I'm not
I
gonna eat
didn't
one
know
at
what to
work.
say to that. I was just like, okay. And I just let it go because it was like, I don't know what that means. And then she added further, like there was that, pause of, I don't know, I continued to work or whatever. And And then yeah, she offered up like, well, I'm not gonna eat, something like that, like out in public. And it took a second to click, and it was just like, oh, because of the shape. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. And I was blown away by that because if you're worried about it that much, like it's even weirder to me that these guys are worried about it that you're talking about. But like if you're thinking about it that hard, I feel like you got to just think dudes, or I mean the people that are going to be thinking like that, looking at someone eating a phallic food. They could just think that about any food. Like you can think that about anything if you open your mouth. Period. Like I mean, I don't know. That was just I'd never thought about something like that really in that way, where you're gonna choose not to eat a certain food, because of the possibility of someone imagining something. Very, very strange. And then kind of another story that's a bit sillier. This was in college. I'm walking from the UC to the dorm, and I'm eating a banana. I'm wearing my, maybe you guys remember this, my green sweater that my grandma got me. I would wear it sometimes when it was cold. Wasn't actually knitted by her. She bought it, but it kind of had that look of, a somewhat kind of a knitted sweater. And I'm eating a banana as I walk, and a woman, a student, passing me, says, I don't remember her exact wording, but says something along the lines of like, "You're the toughest guy I've ever seen eating a banana." And I had a mouthful of banana, and we're walking in opposite directions. She says this as she's passing me, and I just kind of turn and look over my shoulder at her, and she's not still looking at me. She just keeps moving along, and I'm just like, what? Which I don't consider myself a tough looking dude. And so it was just a weird, that lived in my brain for a very long time, of like, what was I doing? Is it because of the sweater? Is it because I'm walking, eating a banana?
Were you eating the banana like
I don't know.
like
I don't.
flexing and bringing that?
You
Yeah, I
ate the
don't
banana
think
in
so.
one bite.
Definitely not. I'm kind of a slow eater.
Yeah.
That's something people rip on me about, that I eat slow. Um. So yeah, I'm not taking big bites. I don't know, but that lived in my head. Like when I would walk past that point on campus, especially if I had food, I'm thinking like, oh no, am I gonna get called out? But then there was another time in the dorm where someone said like, I used to think you were mean or something. And I was like, what? So yeah, but you're a pretty cool guy. I'm like, you thought I was mean? And so like that combo, because that happened within like a couple of weeks of each other. You're the toughest guy I've seen eating a banana, and you used to think you were mean. I was like, what is the vibe that I'm putting out?
Old scary
What
mean
in,
guy pile.
what in the hell, man?
Eating bananas in the sweater his grandma got him.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Man, what was
those
on
those
that
two things.
sweater? Was there like
Plain.
said
It's
fuck.
plain.
It said fuck
Plain
you.
green. It's just green. No other colors. No designs on it. It was just like a forest green sweater. I was most likely wearing shorts because I would wear shorts year round.
That's true.
Uh, and yeah, just walking along, minding my own business, and I get hit with a comment like that, and
That's
then I don't know, 2 weeks later, this guy says that he used to think I was scary. I was like, what? It shook me.
so From the last draft, I've kept the names in order from the last draft. Kev, Pyle, Pat, Mystic, and myself. And so we're going to start here. This was the last draft order, and we're going to randomize. According to Google, the average length of the erect adult male penis is 5 to 5.5 inches. So we can randomize 5 times.
All right.
And that will be
I like it.
the draft order for this. And I had mentioned this on the side to Godpile in regard to some ground rules. If somebody drafts hot dogs, you don't have to draft hot dog buns separately. I think that's a package deal if someone says hot dog. Also, hot dogs means all hot dogs. You can't go like, oh, well, I want Nathan's. He's got ballpark. We all know what a hot dog is. Okay.
What about what about sausages?
Sausage
That's
dog.
the next thing. That's the next thing. Sausages, there's different types of sausages that have their own names. I think it has to have its own name. For example,
Okay.
a kielbasa is different than a chorizo, is different than a bratwurst. Those technically all sausages, but all different types of sausage. All hot dogs are sausages, but not all sausages are hot dogs. So, sort of along the same lines.
Could you do a standard hot dog and then say, oh, I want to draft a coney dog?
You mean like a foot long?
Ooh, does length factor in?
I think that's still a hot
And
dog.
girth.
I'm just asking, because yeah, it is still a hot dog, but it's a specific sort of recipe for a hot dog.
It kind of goes along with that thing, where a Nathan's hot dog or a ballpark or a Oscar Mayer, I would say.
Right.
I mean, whoever gets hot dog, I'm assuming a red dog.
Right?
You don't get the pick. If you say hot dog, it's a red dog. Everyone's always saying red dog. That's
You get
just
a red
what it is.
rocket, buddy.
A Jesse, what is
Go
it?
get 'em, Tiger.
Jesse Jones Red Dog.
Oh man, I don't even remember, but I remember that's. Anytime we'd have hot dogs when I was a kid, and they weren't red dogs, my dad would talk about, "Oh, I wish this was a red dog." And
My
I'm just like,
mom would get the red dogs. My son asked for like some like he's bougie. He wanted some like quality all beef dogs, and I was like, man, I need to get this little boy some red dogs so he can know what it was like. You could chop up a red.
On his chest.
You could chop up a red dog, make it with some eggs too, man. But yeah,
Whoa, I don't know if I ever had red dogs with eggs.
let's randomize this and see who gets first pick. So if that's on your radar now, I mean, drafting hot dog is a pretty broad spectrum of picks.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Pat, Kev, Godpile, Dom, Mystic. The official order will be Godpile, Kev, Miss. Fuck! I'm last again. God damn it! I think this is Godpile's first time drafting first. God, I've been last in both drafts since the anime draft. Wow.
This is the one you go first on, though. This is the one you want to be first.
Yeah. All right, Godpile.
Honestly,
Godpile, you're up.
I did not want to be first
Really?
Honestly,
on this one.
I think the worst position is third, because yeah, I gotta wait till fifth, but then I get 2 in a row.
Well, screw you too.
I get 2 in a row. Third never gets back-to-back picks.
Okay, so I'm seeing 4 slots. Are we doing 4 picks?
Yeah. I wanted to do 4 picks.
Oh. Things tough. Okay. All right.
So yeah, Godpile, you're on the clock.
So I tried to go.
You could also have 3 phallic foods and then 1 creamy white
Phallic-
sauce.
Phallic drink? Oh. Creamy sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
Has to be white though.
Well, I am a gravy guy. I guess I
Could open up with
sausage gravy. There you
open
go.
up with a sausage gravy. That would be pretty slick. I hadn't planned on that. God. First pick, man. Let's run wild. Now that there's 4 picks on the board, because I wasn't even sure if this was going to be one of my picks.
And now it's your first.
So let's open up with it. As nonsensical as that may be. We're talking dogs, we're talking sausages. This one, I wonder how this is going to fit. Because it's kind of a slang. We talked about foreign country.
Okay.
I'm going with bangers and mash.
Bangers. Bangers and mash.
Has the coolest name, I think, of all the sausages and the dogs.
Okay.
I already had, because I wanted to be prepared. I tabbed open some pictures. So I tried to find good pictures for all of my picks. So you can use that on the pod.
Cool. I guess technically the phallic food is just the bangers, right?
True. Should that be singular? I know what they always say it plural.
Yeah.
But
I'll go with bangers.
Well, there's usually 2 of them in there, so.
Yeah, it was tough to find a picture with just one, and I wanted that.
Not a dual-fisted guy.
Oh.
Hey, you know.
You're not like Dom with his corn dogs.
I'm a Southern boy. I'm gonna eat my banger in private.
That is a good looking sausage. I'll be honest. So
my DGen brain is going off the charts right now.
Kev, you're next with the second pick.
Okay, all right. God Pie went overseas for his first pick, so I too will go overseas. And actually, no, that's a lie. This is an American food that masquerades as a foreign food. It's one of my favorites. My heartburn is going to go off the charts after this imaginary culinary journey. I'm going egg rolls.
Egg roll. Okay.
And I will get in public. I will stand on a table and just double fist egg rolls left and right. All right, I'm talking 6'7", 6'7". Let's open up and get it down there, boys. All right. I am all about some egg rolls.
Heck yeah. I mean, if you're not willing to, if you're scared to eat something in public, that's one of the most like low T things I've ever heard. You should tell those women at your job, that their husbands are really low T.
They're
The level
beta.
of insecurity is mind-boggling.
Crazy.
Absolutely mind-boggling. And not only that, performative insecurity. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they'll eat it at home, but a normal foodstuff, as it were, that's eaten across the country, in front of other people in public, day in, day out. It's just sad. It's just so the 2 of them, all 3 of them. No, wait, it was 2 of them. Yeah, the 2 of them, fucking sad.
I think they'd have a heart attack if they like watched a Beard Meats Food video. The way he eats sausages, he'd just be like, he just like squeezes them till they bust the case. That way he can just slam it.
He squeezes them so hard.
Got that it's got that kung fu grip to bust those dogs. All right, we're up to Mystic. Kev, you threw me with the egg roll pick. Mystic is always the wild card. I don't know where he's gonna go. I think
this is definitely not a wild choice.
Okay,
I'm gonna go the true American chili cheese dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sonic all the way.
all right.
The hedgehog, not the fast food.
I was never a Sega guy. Was that a big deal in Sonic?
In the TV show, it was.
Oh yeah, he was all about chili dogs. So I'm putting hot dog. You got hot dog. You can chili it, cheese it, however you want. You got the dogs.
Whatever kind of lube you want is fine.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
just wanted the Sonic reference.
But yeah, I to me this is like hot dog in third is like the Michael Jordan of picks right now. Like, should it have been the number one overall pick? Maybe. So versatile in this draft, but I'm thrown by bangers and egg rolls. Not that they're bad picks at all, but hot dog finally off the board, and we're at Pat now.
All right. I think I'm going to have to go a different direction than you guys have been going. Mine, I think, goes beyond just being phallic.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I'm going to go with an eclair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Does
have
it have
your
an
own
E?
Beyond, yep.
This was on my list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because these are some things I was going to ask my coworkers about next week. I mean, I have a,
You were compiling a list for work, and then you're like, "Hey, let's just make it a pod."
I've got a section on my draft board that's like cream-filled phallic foods, and yeah, eclair was the first one that came to mind. A couple others came to mind after.
Isn't eclair the same as a Boston cream?
I think a Boston cream is round. Right?
They can be very similar, I believe.
I've
Because a
seen
Boston cream can be elongated.
Yeah, I've seen an elongated Boston
Oh,
cream
okay.
before.
Yeah.
But maybe where I saw that, maybe they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they labeled
Yeah.
it wrong.
So, I mean, I think the Boston cream is more of a donut breading or bread, and the eclair has a fancy
Yeah.
dough type. I don't even know how to pronounce it. There's an X in it, so
Shoe.
who knows?
Shoe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The French pastry does not have an E at the end. But yeah, I had eclair on my board. Good pick, man.
Yeah.
For my pick number 5. Oh, you got something, Pat?
I just wanted to state that I will eat eclairs in public.
Yeah, for sure.
As
I've made
one should, without shame.
I've made a mess of it too, and it is embarrassing when that happens, when it shoots out. Yeah.
It would. The cream would probably be in my beard.
Yeah.
You're like Ron Burgundy and Anchorman when he's drinking the milk. It's just like it's over.
You know.
For my pick, I need to thank Kev. Kev, you've saved me from making an egregious mistake. Your pick of egg roll reminded me of not just my favorite phallic food, but my favorite food of all. Yeah, I left it off. I've been trying to think of like different things, and I did not think of lumpia.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I didn't think of that either.
Yeah, lumpia, the
so
Filipino version, not distinct from an egg roll, different wrapper, different cooking process, different ingredients. There's a couple different styles of lumpia. But yeah, when you said egg roll, I was like, man, how did I not put lumpia on this list of 30-something items? I left lumpia off. So
Your mother would be disappointed.
yeah, one of the few pictures I have on Instagram is my mom frying lumpia.
Does your mom know what a podcast is?
Oh no. I don't know what she would think if I told her I did a podcast with my friends. So yeah, lumpia. Nothing more needs to be said. Delicious. I mean, I love egg rolls too. If you've never had lumpia, give it a try. It's a little crispier. It's just a different style of thing. Very, very nostalgic, very familiar to me. And with my next pick, if you look at those first picks, and on a previous draft as well, on the fast food draft, I think Pat went more sweets than the rest of us. And he's gone sweet with his pick. So I do want to get in a sweet pick. Also in that section of cream-filled phallic foods on my draft board. Churros. So Not all churros are cream filled. You can just get them plain. Where I would get them when I lived outside the States, there were some where they would take condensed milk and inject it into the churro. And then others where they would give you a little cup of condensed milk or frosting or icing, and you would dip your churro. So yeah. I wanted at least one sweet pick. I have another couple sort of with an asterisk on this list. But yeah, lumpia, churro. I mean, this is like the NBA draft. This is an international board right now, guys. Like, we're representing China, the Philippines, England, Mexico, France, and one American pick out of the first 6 picks. And that brings us back to Pat.
Well, I'm going to keep going with the sweet trend.
I thought you might. I had to get churro in there. I didn't.
Yeah.
Smart play by Dom.
I did think about churro, so yeah. But I'm going to go with a giant gummy worm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Had to go giant.
I had to go giant.
Oh my god.
I will put gummy worms, and that can encompass all gummy worms.
It's got to be giant.
Oh, yeah, we got a size queen here.
Okay. I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum,
Yeah.
but let the record show regular size gummy worms are also unavailable now.
Giant gummy worm. What are the 2 colors of it?
I mean, I'd want a giant sour gummy worm, and they usually they come in like blue and red. Oh, there's one. I see it's blue and green, but blue and red's fine.
That's a dirty worm there, man. That's a dirty worm.
I like it covered in sugar.
Yeah, that's grainy. This worm was at the beach.
This worm was at the beach. Ooh, good pick. Not on my list. Did not come to mind, but I like it. Mystic. To compliment your dog, we got the Glizzmaster Mystic here.
I mean, we gotta represent the non-enormous people, because the little ones are good too. Insert Lois from Family Guy's little speech.
Little mini banana.
I'm gonna go with cheese sticks.
Ooh, mozzarella?
Yeah.
I had string cheese on my list. And yeah, to me that's the same thing. So, mozzarella sticks are essentially just breaded and fried string cheese. But yeah, I had mozzarella sticks, I had string cheese, both with asterisks. I was definitely considering.
Man, is Mystic gonna keep it all American?
That's what I was already thinking. I mean, I'm all international right now, and he's 2 for 2.
Are any of these actually American?
Oh, what is the origin of hot dogs? Would it be German?
I would presume.
But you took American style hot dogs, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's like an athlete who was born here, but their parents were from Germany. So.
Right. Like I'm rocking the Euro dog.
Cheese sticks, great pick.
Yeah.
I mean, somewhat of a health conscious pick as well. So, Kev, back to you.
Deep fried cheese.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking string cheese. You're straight up mozzarella sticks. Got you.
Okay, for my second pick, I'm going to put this out to the jury, and if this is not considered phallic enough, then I'll move off it and choose something else. I want you to think in your head, or pull up an image online. I would like to choose for my second pick, if you all agree, lobster tail. It has always looked phallic to me. I've never heard anybody else express this.
When I was
lobster
looking
tail
up
has
phallic foods to get ideas, lobster tail
Yeah.
was in that list, and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
I was like, I've never considered this a phallic food.
Interesting. Okay.
Honestly,
I
when you look at it, it looks like
Yeah.
a dick and balls. So
Yeah.
is it the most phallic? Really? It's a more accurate
Or like the
anatomical
fins.
representation.
the fins at the end of the tail kind of like represent pubes to me. You know, like some bush. You know, it can be both. It can be both. Okay, we're versatile. We're imaginative. We're flexible, malleable here. Um, you know, we can wiggle into any shape.
I'm in favor, and Pat has said he saw it on a list when he looked it up. That's 2 yays.
I mean, I think this is his list. He can draft whatever he wants, so I'm completely cool with it. But I gotta know, are you a fan of lobster?
Oh yeah, just like the egg rolls, I will slather that in butter. I'll get on my knees in public and just boom, boom,
All
boom, boom,
right,
boom.
all right, all right.
Give it to me, baby.
Hey,
I like it.
I mean that's a highfalutin pick. That's fancy.
Little bougie.
Yeah,
Yeah, little bougie.
I ain't hating. High protein.
But you know, we got the street food with the egg roll. We got the high society with the lobster tail.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
and
it.
then you know we can go from there. Yeah.
Your list is especially inclusive to socioeconomic backgrounds. That brings us
I try to be.
to Godpile. 2 picks in a row now.
Yeah.
Ooh, how do I play this? I mean, we gotta go for we gotta go for the jokes, right? We gotta go for the fun here. I'm gonna ride on the lobster tail,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with
Giggity.
shrimp.
Okay.
I have seen a
And-
hibachi chef do a little thing where it looks like a little tiny dick.
And I thought it was gonna be so easy to find an off-putting image of shrimp, and it was harder than I thought it would be. But
Oh yeah. This is like
yeah,
a sad, flaccid penis. Yeah.
yeah. And then, heck, let me throw the other one that I kept open, just because this one was funny, because it's like a big glass with small shrimps. So just that made it way funnier, because I've never seen it done like that before.
Okay.
That was good.
Good pick.
Um,
Back to back crustaceans. Back to back sea bugs on the board. Okay.
Yep. I am a fan of shrimp. I'm not a huge fan of shrimp cocktail, which are the images I threw in there, but I do like shrimp. And just for the giggles, I guess, when I was researching images of shrimp, because I was really looking for a real sad, flaccid shrimp, and was not super pleased with what I found. But I did stumble upon this, and even though I hadn't planned on having a sauce, this seems funny, because I kept the tab open because it was so ridiculous. Because I'd never come across this before. The sauce I'm going to choose is Gulp.
Gulp.
Gulp alive shrimp.
Wow.
Fish attractant makes any bait taste and smell alive.
I was gonna say that's for.
Is it for
fish.
human consumption?
No, it's not.
This is for fishing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, he wants his shrimp to represent fresh. He wants it to smell, taste, and smell alive. Gulp alive by
That stuff
Berkeley.
stinks, by the way.
Oh, you've used this?
I've never used the spray, but I've used like that Gulp brand lures, and that stuff stinks.
All right.
Yeah, there were a bunch of different gulps.
Yeah.
You got another pick. You've got turf and surf up there on the board. Bangers and shrimp.
Okay then. Let's go. Let's go weird because it hasn't been weird enough yet.
True.
I'm gonna jump into the sweets category, if you can consider it that, with circus peanut.
Circus peanuts.
Those things are so nasty.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one.
Do you like them?
I don't think I've ever had one.
Oh god.
No, I do not like circus peanuts. It's been friggin' 30 something years probably since I had one, and I don't remember them being good.
Oh, why would you punish yourself?
Well, I liked how multicolored that image was. I wanted to represent.
Yeah, very inclusive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you're going to be mostly just eating the bangers here. And
hey, some of my gulp might end up on some of you guys' phalluses as well.
Oh.
I'll be very liberal with the gulp.
Yeah, I've never had a circus peanut. I've also never had lobster. I should try lobster eventually.
What?
Yeah, I've never
I
had
don't think
lobster.
I've ever had like legitimate. There's a lobster on my plate in front of me. I've never done that. I've had lobster appetizer type things.
It's good.
Yeah.
After
I like the appetizer things.
after the circus peanuts, we are back to Kev.
Okay. I got to fight back against this contamination on the table. Okay. we're sticking with sweets. Okay, and I think you guys know what's coming because it is pun intended. You know what my favorite candy is, and so like I said, we're not a size queen here in this household, so we're going Mike and Ike's.
Oh my god!
And again, I will get in public. I will open 2 boxes and just douse myself.
I don't
in
think
original and mega mix at the same time. I don't give a fuck. I love that shit.
I don't think anyone's imagining a bunch of little wieners going in your mouth. They're too small.
Hey, Rule 34.
Look at this elitist.
You thought about it, so it exists.
Yep. I mean, it's like to some people this might seem like a box of micropeens. I don't know. They are phallic.
Gobble 'em up.
They are phallic shaped. For someone with very very tiny hands, they might,
Dom, when you quiz your coworkers, include something really small, but don't let them know necessarily. Well, I mean, I guess they'll know, but
Just ask them if they would take medication in public.
yeah, there you go.
Is someone gonna draft?
Would you take some
Advil?
Tylenol
Yeah.
in public?
Well, maybe their husbands like do kind of a duck face when they take it and they shove it in.
Some picks on the board right now that were not on my radar at all, and I enjoy that. We are back to Mystic.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the classic. I'm just gonna have to go with a regular popsicle.
Popsicle.
Not a bad choice. Yeah.
Pop SICLE? Popsicle.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
one knows.
Yes, also on my list. Also something on my list to ask them about.
I had a very specific popsicle on my list.
Yeah, I know, right?
The rocket one or whatever.
Those are a good one to have on your list, but the Trolley gummy pops, they are more gummy, and you can shake them back and forth, and they wiggle.
Whoa.
See, I've been out of the sweets game for too long. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
even know this exists.
Is that your
I've never
pick? Is that your pick, Pat?
that.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying that was a more specific one because
It
it's.
shows on the box. It gives
Yep.
a wiggle drawing on the box of it.
I have those in my freezer right now,
Mm.
Gotta
and
put the image in the Discord.
every time my wife buys them, and I take the box out of the shopping bag and put it in the freezer, I'm like, why did you have to put the shaking of it on the box?
Is there a disclaimer on the box? If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
That'd be some good advertising. Probably inappropriate, but
That's the kind of ads that would have run when we were, you know, late
Yeah, it's like
late
that-
90s.
Gotta remember, these are targeted at children.
Yeah, really. And like all the images on here are like showing people doing stuff with them, poking them and flopping them.
I'm hoping we don't get some sort of strike for this episode.
Definitely playing with fire.
Not monetizing this one.
Well,
all
Pat,
right.
Pat, you said that's not your pick, so we
That's
are up
not
to your
my
pick.
I mean, I guess you could consider this somewhat of a sweet, but it's a breakfast food. I am gonna go with pancake on a stick.
Oh, pancake on a stick. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Yep.
If
Yep.
they weren't so expensive, I would have those for breakfast all the time. I would eat them out in public. No problem.
Would you
Two
remove
bites.
this? Would you remove the stick?
I'd pull the pancake on the stick off the stick.
This trolley gummy pop. This second picture you shared
Oh,
in the
So
Discord
many of
is
the,
wild.
images are stuff like that, and it's just like, okay, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, they
Oh,
Yeah, those are
yeah.
both making it into this episode. Don't worry.
You should ask your coworkers about their husbands eating these.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna suggest they buy these. I'm gonna suggest they buy these.
Okay, well, pancake on a stick. You dipping it in syrup, or you raw dogging it?
Most of the time when I eat it, I do not have syrup because I am usually on the go.
Yeah,
So
it's on the go. I hear you.
need a quickie, yeah.
The
Yeah.
very first time I went to an IHOP, I remember getting pigs in a blanket, the sausage and pancakes, and was just blown away. I was like, why haven't I been having this like all the time? This is amazing. Even though I'd had pancakes and sausage before,
but the
for whatever
combination of the
reason,
two.
yeah, for whatever reason, I'm just like, whoa.
Makes it more enjoyable. I
Yep.
don't know.
Hmm?
Okay, and now to my final two picks. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think there'd be so much variety. I thought people would make it a little easier on me and eliminate some of my possibilities, but you haven't. So I'm just sort of making a snap decision here. I'm gonna go with bologna because
Whoa.
sliced bologna is sliced off of a giant log of bologna.
It's a cross section.
Yeah.
Tube of meat.
Yeah, it is
This
just.
is
Okay,
you chose.
all right, I'll allow it.
You chose something in my mind that is so like Southern American, and then you bougied it up to such an extent by going with a whole bologna. That's madness.
if you get the whole log, the entire Liam Neeson, the John Hamm bologna, you can saw off a fat slab, fry that bad boy up, and make yourself a sandwich. Okay, so I'm going with bologna, the full thing. Isn't there some old TV show or something where a guy is just like eating one of those giant bologna things like throughout the episode. I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's a commitment. That is
Yeah,
a commitment.
I feel like
Holy shit.
I remember this. Like was it Turk in an episode of Scrubs where he's just working on a full bologna throughout the entire episode? I can't remember. I could be making that up, but I remember this from like a show where that's what a guy is eating throughout the entire episode. So I'm gonna try and find that.
I feel like you just had to one up Patrick with his giant gummy worm.
I mean, the giant gummy worm might be longer.
Mine's double ended, so you can get two people working on it.
Oh no, a lady in the tram.
Lady tramp.
Come on. Well, I mean, what about a bologna? A bologna's probably double-ended as well.
I mean, if
That's
you open
true.
if you open both ends, but like I think the giant gummy worm is longer, but the bologna's probably girthier. You know,
Way
like-
girthier. Way
Yeah,
girthier.
we're talking about preference here. Like,
It depends on what your preference is. You
Yeah.
like girth, you like length.
and for my last pick, wow. I mean, I've got lumpia. I've already got a sweet, and so I was thinking about going with a second sweet, but I think I'm gonna leave that off.
You got to go with the trolley gummy pops.
Oh no, I was thinking a different sweet. I wonder if anyone's gonna take the other sweet I'm thinking of. It'll have to be an honorable mention if nobody takes it. But I'm gonna go with another international pick, baguette. Baguette bread. I love baguette bread. I've loved baguette.
It's good.
Yeah, French baguette since I was a kid. My mom used to get it at the commissary sometimes. Yeah, and I'd be like, "Oh man, it's that French bread." Yep, so I'm representing Philippines, Mexico, Germany, and France, just with my 4 picks. So yeah, I could have a nice baguette and bologna sandwich. Southerners would roll over in their graves as I sandwich that bologna between some French
sure.
bread.
Like, I don't even know what to do with a baguette.
And Pat, to your last pick.
All right, I'm gonna go. I've got 2 sweets there. Borderline sweet with the pancake on the stick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're all sweet. I mean,
Sure.
pancake has the word cake in it, so
I did think about just taking a penis-shaped cake.
from 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's like, where Steve Carell's character's like, "Oh, who wants penis cake?" I thought about the same thing. I thought about just saying a penis cake, a shape baked in a pan, the shape of a penis.
But I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit healthier. Classic pick. Just go banana.
Banana. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And I mean, I'm sure you thought of this, but just considering your whole, if you want to keep it a theme, why not make it chocolate covered?
Yeah. Choco banano. That's it.
Deep fried, chocolate covered.
Yep.
Nope, I'm just gonna go classic, straight banana.
Just tough guy walking across campus, banana. I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
I don't think nobody has ever said to me that you're the toughest guy I've ever seen eating a banana.
Well, you used to room with that guy.
Yeah.
We didn't need 2 of them in one room.
You could have walked around campus like with an open jar of peanut butter, just like dipping the banana in the peanut butter, and then.
I think they just would have called campus security on me.
It's war farming. Golly.
Campus police, there's somebody eating a peanut butter covered banana menacingly.
in a sweater from his grandma.
I hear him on the phone with his grandma saying, "I love you, Nana." He's terrifying.
Campus security would have just come up to get my autograph because I'm the most high tea individual they've ever met.
Mystic, what is your high tea pick for your last choice? in the Phallic
I'm
Foods
gonna have to
draft.
go with a two-hand required burrito.
Okay.
Hey,
What is
yeah.
this? Where's the burrito from? How do you know it's that big?
Because I like them big. I don't know. What is it?
Also on my list was burrito.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Good choice.
Yeah.
Do you have a
full mouth surrounded?
do you have a favorite type of burrito? A lot of people go California. Do you have a
I have no idea what that is.
I think I'd lean breakfast, but
Ooh.
good choice. Burrito, quality choice. And Kev, your last pick.
So we've ranged the socioeconomic spectrum with my picks. We got the lobster, we got the egg roll. You know, the people's delight. Inexpensive, highly accessible, and then just general candy. So something for everybody. For this one, I want to go straight to middle class. Okay. And that's a load of bullshit once you find out what it is. And it may be rejected because it may overlap with your pick, Dom. However, for my final pick, and I will get on my knees in public, in the restaurant, and guzzle these down.
Oh, you're gonna say restroom?
The never-ending soup and breadsticks, and that is the Olive Garden breadsticks. We went short for number 3. Now we're showing some love for some very, very long.
I'm totally in favor. I had 2 separate items on my list. Baguette separate from breadsticks. So I'm in favor.
I agree.
Yeah. When you hear your family, yeah.
Yeah, breadsticks are Italian, right? Like, or American Italian. Like, yeah, great
you,
pick.
gentlemen.
Great pick. You got like appetizers, you got main course, you got
It's
dessert.
well-rounded, yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Also, there is a good Chinese place near my office, and it blew my mind the first time I went in there. The food's good, but also it's owned by Chinese people. They all have Southern accents. Like, this lady came out, and I've been around Asian people my whole life, so I was expecting to hear one thing, and then what came out of her mouth, I was like, "Is this a bit?" Like,
Yeah. Are you making fun of me?
like a very Southern accent. And like later somebody in the office called to make like a pickup order, and like I could hear through the phone, and I was like, that's a Southern woman. And then you go in there and it's an Asian, I suppose Asian American, and yes, very thick Southern accent. So very interesting to me. But yeah, breadsticks off the board. Something else that was on my list, and we are up to Godpile with the final pick in the Phallic Foods draft. Take us home.
I left it on the board for you guys. I was being generous. I was being a generous podcaster by leaving this on the board. I can't believe it's still here, but I'm whipping out the big gun with a cheese doodle.
I did think about that. Yep.
Cheese doodle? Yep.
Yeah. And I knew it was on all you guys' lists. I found an image. I did not add this to it. I found an image of someone thinking the same thing we're thinking. And I think it's going to go over well on the pod. And it's what we all think when we have a cheese doodle. I know there's different flavors of cheese doodles. I assume my cheese doodle is just going to cover all the flavors, but it's classic. Here lately, I've been enjoying the hot honey cheese doodles. They're quite good.
Ooh, interesting. Well, cheese doodle, final pick in the Phallic Foods draft. Final board. Godpile picked bangers from Bangers and Mash, shrimp, circus peanuts, and cheese doodles. Kev with egg rolls, lobster tail, Mike and Ike, and breadsticks. Mystic, classic American hot dogs, cheese sticks, popsicles, and burritos. Pat, very sweet board for him. Eclairs, giant gummy worm, pancake on a stick, and banana. And I had the international lineup: lumpia, churros, bologna, and baguette. And I got a lot more on my board that didn't get picked.
Yeah.
No one picked corn dogs.
I was about to ask, would corn dogs be wrapped up in Mystic's selection of hot dog?
To me, those are different items.
They're different.
Yeah.
I would say they're
Deep
different.
fried.
Because I thought about grabbing corn dog for my last pick, but I was like, Mystic, that falls under Mystics. So
Well, especially since both hot dog and pancake on a stick are there. That's crossing two corn dog ish
fusion, yeah.
boundaries there.
They did the DBZ fusion.
Very true.
Yeah.
The sweet item on my list that I think is the quintessential pick for this draft that nobody took: Twinkies. It is phallic. It is filled with white cream. It has the name.
Never occurred to me.
I went for the bougie Twinkie, the eclair.
True. Different various types of sausages are on my list: bratwurst, summer sausage. I love a summer sausage. Vienna sausage, kielbasa, chorizo. Similar to bananas, I had plantains. I ate lots of plantains when I lived abroad. I have some plantains in my kitchen. Slim Jims, good on the go food. Meatloaf, sub sandwiches, taquitos, cheese steaks. The other cream-filled dessert that I'm going to ask my coworkers about is cannolis.
Cannolis, yeah.
Yeah. Swiss cake rolls. Do y'all remember the signs at like probably old WWE events or maybe WCW events? Goldberg eats corn the long way. Corn on the cob. But yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I thought of corn on the cob, and then I remembered like somebody would hold that sign up at a wrestling event. And then fish sticks. I had a whole section of just sticks: mozzarella sticks, fish sticks, cheese sticks, bread sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I hit a lot of things right there. I don't know if you guys have any honorable mentions that didn't get drafted.
I had squash.
Squash. Okay.
Yeah. There are some big veggies. Yeah, one of the ones I left off was a veggie. I'll admit, initially my list was kind of themed. I did not stick with that here once I saw that we had 4 picks, and also since I was the first to pick, I was like, well, maybe I should throw it like a legitimate. It's also just because of the name. It's good too, but I initially, all of my picks were going to be super similar. That's what I was going with, just as a joke. And so I was going to come out with like cheese doodles, circus peanuts, and baby carrots. And so it was just going to be 3 small orange. And I just thought that would be funny. But then with the 4 picks, I was just like, well, let's not do that. So baby carrots was my other big pick. I did have gummy worms on there. And then I couldn't find a good image for like one spaghetti noodle with 2 meatballs. So I didn't. That one got canceled off my list. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had.
I mean, penne pasta, Penne, very similar to the Spanish word for dick, penne, Pene. So
my honorable mention would be the push pop.
Oh man, I haven't had a push pop in probably like 25 years, man.
You can make it grow. Good one. I didn't think of the animation of food.
I tried to be as descriptive as possible in describing how I would eat my phallic food in public without shame.
You were, yeah.
Without
very
shame.
Descriptive.
Yeah.
And push pops are very like creamy too.
Cool. Good pick. Yeah, that was the Phallic Foods draft. This one was thrown together quick. This is definitely not the next
There's
draft.
some surprises.
Yeah, this is not the next draft I had in mind, but it came together quickly. I enjoyed it. Good picks. If you've stuck with us this long, what's wrong with you? Get out in public, grab a couple corn dogs, and a pancake on a stick, and just enjoy your life. Don't worry so much about what other people think.
Drink through straws.
Yeah, drink through straws.
Fuck the turtles.
But yeah, thanks for sticking out this episode. I hope you enjoyed Open World Survival Podcast episode. What the hell did I say? 16? I never remember anymore.
It's somewhere up there.
Yeah, 15, 16. It's in the teens. I'll get a better frame of reference once we change the image, the logo. But yeah, thanks for sticking with us. What are your favorite phallic foods? Did we miss any? Did we miss any important ones? Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Uh,
But
Like,